Hi folks, Grego here. It is time for another snack food quickie, and this is going out live from Bunkyo, Tokyo. A shout out to Reverend Amagon from Spill the Geek Tea. This series of snack food quickies was inspired by the original channel, which I started watching on YouTube, I'd say about a year ago, and I was looking at this guy trying strange foods, and it really got my attention. And now I'm a co-host on Spill the Geek Tea, so this series is inspired by Tasty Cake and Spill the Geek Tea. So let's start out with some tea. This right here is from 7-Eleven. 7-Eleven is really big in Japan, and this is a 1,000 milliliter jasmine tea, and this costs a whopping 80 cents. So that's really a good way to save some money if you are drinking a lot of tea, as I do. Typically, I'll buy these bottles of tea, which would cost about $3 to $5 in the U.S., and here they're about $1.50. But when you can get 1,000 milliliters for 80 cents and just use your own glass, that's pretty much a no-brainer. So here's to Spill the Geek Tea, starting with some Japanese jasmine tea from 7-Eleven. Now, let's take a look at what we're going to cover here today. Starting on the left-hand side of your screen, these are Hokkaido Tokachi smoked cheese sticks, and these came from a store in a new area of Tokyo, which is called Azubadai. It is an area that has been redeveloped. It is a very wealthy section of Tokyo, and there's a lot of new things there. They do have a new tower with a shopping center, and we went to a high-end luxury grocery store there, which I'm going to cover in another video coming soon right here on the Timescales channel. And this is where I located that cheese. Next to that, if you take a look at the lemon citrus fruit, that's actually a yuzu, which is like a cross between a lemon and an orange. They're very popular in Japan. I think they're impossible to find in the US. And these cheese sticks are flavored with yuzu, but also with green chili powder. What is done, it's a common condiment here. The orange peel is ground with green chili peppers, and that condiment has been used to flavor these cheeses, and I'm going to taste them. Now, if you look down at the bottom of the screen, since I'm drinking some 7-Eleven jasmine tea, I'm going to show you one of my favorite snacks from 7-Eleven in Japan that unfortunately you cannot get in the United States, and they're simply buttered peanuts. And then for the grand finale is a Japanese-only limited edition Avocado Dorito, and I'm going to try those as well. So let's get started here. We're going to get started with the peanuts. Now, these right here are very commonly found at 7-Eleven in Japan. There is a nut section, and to me, they taste like I think the closest thing you could find in the US would be a blanched Virginia peanut, which is typically a larger peanut that ends up with a really crunchy texture. And every time we're in Japan, I bring several bags of these home to California, and they don't last long. So we're going to start with the peanuts. already know what those taste like. Because, like I said, that's one of my favorite snack foods from Japanese 7-Eleven stores. So, all right, let's move on to the cheese here. Hokkaido Tokachi smoked cheese. Now, Hokkaido is the island north of Honshu. Tokyo, where I'm at, I'm actually in Bunkyo, Tokyo right now, home of the University of Tokyo. Um, this is on Honshu Island, and if you look at the map, Hokkaido is up north of that. Hokkaido was recently connected with the Shinkansen bullet train, so it's a good tourist destination for Japanese people that would like to go up north. Hokkaido is known for agriculture, and it's known for cheese. So let's go ahead and try these out. I am a huge cheese connoisseur or cheese geek, and I love smoked cheese. Now, in Japan, they have roadside rest stops. In the U.S., it's called a rest stop. And here they have roadside stops where you can pick up local foods. And it's really common to find handmade smoked cheese at the roadside stops here in Japan. The problem with that is that it's usually a rather large block. So you would have to be going somewhere where you have a refrigerator, such as going home on your road trip instead of going somewhere else. And then you would need some time to eat that much cheese, because you wouldn't want to buy a pound or a kilo, 2.2 pounds of homemade smoked cheese and have it go to waste. So that's something that pretty much can only be enjoyed by the locals that stay here in one place for an extended amount of time. So this is pretty much as close as I can get. As you can see, they look like little sausages. It's very easy to think that when you see this package. Okay, so Japanese packages are extremely easy to open. No frustration, like with American packaging. And, oh, I can smell the smoke just as soon as I opened these. Okay, here's what one looks like. And let's try this. That's absolutely lovely. There are another 7 of these in this package, and this weighs 45 grams. So we'll be here in Tokyo for about a week at the same apartment. So I'll be able to finish these, no problem. All right, the next one, this is something that I am really looking forward to because I've never seen anything like it. And I love yuzu, I love chili peppers, and I love cheese. So this is the best of all 3 right here. Let's see if they're any good. And this package has a easy tear notch right here. Yep, not hard at all to open. And you can smell some citrus right when you open these. Okay, these come individually wrapped in a plastic wrapper, sort of like a candy. Wow, yeah, I can smell the yuzu. I can smell the citrus on these right away. And a little bit of green chili pepper. Okay, so let's try this. I've never in my life eaten a citrus and pepper cheese, so let's give it a shot. Let me cleanse my palate here with some tea. Okay, here we go. These taste smoked to me, and It could be the chili pepper having that effect. Everything on here is in Japanese, so I don't know if it says these are smoked or not, but I think they are. The yuzu comes through nice. Citrus almost seems like a real natural to flavor cheese. And the chili pepper is definitely present and accounted for. It seems to be an absolutely perfect balance of all three: cheese, citrus, and green chili pepper. Not red. It's definitely green chili pepper. In fact, it shows the condiment right here on the package. If you take a look here, where you see that powder, where it almost looks like wasabi, that is that's ground yuzu peel and green chili dried as a powder. You know, I'm going to come back to these. I want more of these. This is a 46-gram package, and there are 7 more pieces in here. So finishing these within the week is not going to be a problem. Okay, now let's get to something a little bit weird here. As we all know, Japan is lucky in the fact that large snack manufacturers, such as Hershey's with the Kit Kat, and what have you, they will offer special flavors here in Japan that you can't get anywhere else. Well, you can, but they're going to be a lot more expensive because you're going to have to pay for shipping from Japan. And if you're importing Japanese snack foods into the U.S., it can get pretty darn expensive, unfortunately. Now, this doesn't say Japanese exclusive on it, but I did look them up, and the only place that I've ever been able to find them is in Japan. And up here at the top, right there in Japanese, that says Doritos in Japanese. Now, these are avocado and cheese flavored. If you see the picture here, behind the avocado, you will see a wedge of what could either be cheddar or possibly Parmesan. And then down here at the bottom, if you see that 1,000, that is a contest where 1,000 people can win something. And on the back here, the prizes broken down are 200 Doritos puzzles, and then 800 gift cards from a really giant monopoly online retailer. So you can win something by going to the website, or you can actually just click on this QR code right there. This is in HD, so you might be able to pick that up on your phone. Okay, so let's open these up and try them out. Now, being from an American manufacturer, this does not have an easy tear notch like most Japanese foods, but it actually was easy to tear open. Okay, so I'm getting avocado on the nose, that's for sure. And they are, you guessed it, green. I don't believe I've ever had a green Dorito before, so let's give these a shot. These are really good. I like it. These are really good. Now, what kind of cheese is that? I think it's cheddar. Now, Doritos did have a guacamole flavored Dorito in the past. In fact, I think they might still have it. I remember seeing those at Walmart in the US. But this is not guacamole. This does not have the flavor of tomato or chili pepper. This is just straight up avocado and some type of cheese. Let me give it another shot here and see if I can figure out what kind of cheese this is. Now I don't think it's cheddar. I'm thinking that it may be Parmesan. These right here are addicting. They probably have monosodium glutamate, which is not a bad thing, to me at least. Monosodium glutamate got a really bad rap in the United States back in the 90s, where some sort of word of mouth hysteria had people thinking that monosodium glutamate was terrible, but it's actually a really nice ingredient to use in cooking because it provides umami. And I do cook with monosodium glutamate myself. I have no problem with it. It's never given me a headache. Your mileage may vary. Those are nice. Okay. So out of these snacks, let's take a look again here. I'm trying to remember the name of the store where these cheeses came from. Let me see. Azu Badai Market. It's called the Azu Badai Market. And what was the name of the grocery store? I should know. I shot a whole video in the store, which will be coming out pretty soon. The grocery store was in the Azu Badai Hills Market. Well, you know what? Let me just go ahead and look at my own YouTube channel here, and I think I already have the name of the grocery store listed on. Okay, yep, it's Meidi Ya, which is MEIDI-YA. And the video you're going to be looking for right here on this channel is called the Meidi Ya Upscale Luxury Grocery Shopping in Azu Badai Hills, Tokyo. It is a brand new grocery store, and the selection there is absolutely insane. The store is so wonderful, so beautiful, and such a nice selection that it makes me wonder why we can't have something like that in the U.S. You know, we do have some good Asian grocery stores in the U.S., but unfortunately Japanese stores are few and far between, and nothing can compare to an upscale luxury store in a newly redeveloped wealthy section of Tokyo. So those are where the cheeses came from. The Doritos came from Family Mart. No, they didn't. The Doritos came from the University of Tokyo Co-op, which is a convenience and gift store on the campus of the University of Tokyo, which is located in Bunkyo. And the jasmine tea and the peanuts, of course, came from 7-Eleven. So anyway, there's another snack food quickie from Tokyo. And again, was inspired by Tasty Cake, who is the founding host of Spill the Geek Tea. I am a regular co-host on Spill the Geek Tea, and I think that if you check out these two channels, that you might find something that you will enjoy. If you look down in the description of this video, the first link is going to be for Tasty Cake's channel, where he samples and comments on unusual foods, which is right up my alley because I'm an unusual food geek. And then on Spill the Geek Tea, it's a variety show of largely Doctor Who fans that are talking about real life. And of course, we've mentioned Doctor Who now and then. It seems like it always comes up, but we are talking about the other things in life other than Doctor Who. So I think that you may enjoy Spill the Geek Tea. Now, the channel you're on here, the Timescales, has a 2-year-long interview series of people in arts and performing arts, and it compares the traits of people that have been successful in their careers from just starting all the way to being a Broadway music composer. or an Emmy Award winner. Actors, musicians, directors, people in all positions of arts and performing arts. And it's very interesting to find out what all of these people have in common. There will be a conclusion video of the Timescales interview series, which will reveal a shared trait that every single person has in common. And for now, there is a series of videos showing Japan through my camera. Just normal things that you will see as a resident in day-to-day life, not from the position of a tourist. Our family is here visiting family. We're not here for tourism, and we've done a few touristy things, but for the most part, we're just shopping at grocery stores, making our own food at home, and just enjoying things from normal day to day. And even at that, there's still some really strange and unusual things that can be found. So ever since around December 29th, there have been new videos coming out right here on this channel. And as of January 1st, there has been a new video every single day. And there will continue to be new life in Japan, just the normal things and some weird things through my camera. And that will continue on probably all the way until the end of February, because I've filmed a lot of videos while we're here, and we even have another week left in Tokyo. So thanks for tuning in to the Timescales channel. I'm Grego, your host, and cheers from Bunkyo, Tokyo. Peace out.